Hey there, and welcome back. My name is Carpo, and I'm going to answer the age-old question of why my channel doesn't have more subscribers. I know you don't give a shit about that. You have no interest in knowing that, but some of my subscribers have asked me several times over the years, dozens of times. I've got comments, emails, or questions saying, why don't you have more subscribers? And how people have sent me messages saying that a specific video or my channel in general has helped them in their life. And I want to let you know exactly why this is the case. There are multiple reasons. First off, I want to say that my channel was always intended to share information. And it was never intended to just get your attention. In fact, if I put any type of a clickbait title, even as a joke, my subscribers always call me out and make a joke about it. Usually it's a very mundane title, like Finding Yourself, or, who are you really? These aren't questions people are going to be seeking out specifically, and if they do, they're not going to come across my channel. What I've learned over the years, and something I'd like to share with you all, and especially YouTubers, is that keywords are important. And when I have a video where I put a lot of keywords that are specific to modern events, I will get a lot more views on those videos. And I want to say that I don't do that because I have principles and I have a purpose here. I'm not going to post a bunch of keywords like, Trump and politics and, woke culture on a video that's about spirituality or about finding yourself or even about anything not related to that subject. And what I've learned is that most people just don't give a shit. A lot of YouTubers are out to make money, and a lot of YouTube channels have phenomenal content. And let me make it clear, I'm not saying other channels are garbage. My channel is garbage as well. My point that I'm making here is that all channels are garbage unless somebody finds value in it. And if I can reach a few people with my channel that say, thanks, that helped, that's enough for me. I don't need to make millions of dollars off of my videos. And I feel like if I did, and this is important, I feel like if I did, my channel would be extremely compromised. This is something not a lot of YouTubers talk about. Not a lot of, I say YouTubers, but what I really mean is content creators. You can see it in their behavior, their demeanor, the way they go about their lives. Once they get a taste of money, often people are willing to compromise their integrity for anything. You look at the Jake Pauls of the world. I mean, a guy who made garbage content for years. Who am I to say that it was garbage content because people watched it? Well, here's what I want to say is that every time I make a video, I'm hoping somebody will walk away with a little bit of understanding about the world around them. And that does not sell. I'm not complaining about that. I'm saying I am confident that my channel at least sticks by its values after 10 years. I've seen channels come and go. I've seen channels that pop up and get millions of subs and disappear in a few years, and then they go off to work for some Disney or some big company. That's great. I think that's phenomenal that people use YouTube and other outlets to launch their careers in, quote, the mainstream, I guess. But that's not my interest. I'm one of the last holdouts, the last YouTubers who just do this because I enjoy talking to the camera. I don't have any fancy graphics or intros. I don't have a team of editors and people to cut, paste every single fucking thing I say. Pardon my language, but it's frustrating because I watch good YouTube channels that used to have good content, and these, cutaways, I guess they call them jump cuts. Sorry. I'm not familiar with the terms. I'm old. Oh, I'm a boomer. No, I'm 45. And, so I'm kind of in the middle. I'm the Gen X here. We've got the millennials and the Gen Z coming up that have been exposed to computers their whole lives. Then we've got the boomers who are trying to figure out computers and make the best of it. And us in the middle who have seen the whole thing unfold and said, wait a minute, back off a little bit here. You know, just because we share something online does not mean it's valuable. But I get ahead of myself. The thing I've learned about the internet, if anything I've learned, and this is based not just on watching other people. I want to make it clear this is not an arrogant statement of other people, hoity-toity, nose up in the air. This is saying I'm guilty of this too. We're all addicted to infotainment. I watch several YouTube channels that are very well edited, well organized, like Aperture or some of these. I could have made a list ahead of time, I guess, of some of these channels that I watch, but some of them upload regularly, but some of the best channels upload maybe once or twice a month. They have phenomenal editing. They have beautiful background pictures. A lot of these YouTube channels work in conjunction with one another and do partnerships, and I think it's beautiful. The visual aspect of it and the feeling that I get from watching these videos with the music in the background and everything is great. But when I sit back and ask myself what I really learned, a lot of the time I come up empty-handed. And I realize that if I talk about this makes me come across as arrogant, as if, well, who are you to say somebody else's content is worthless? Well, I'm not saying it's worthless. I'm saying that a lot of the times I've watched some of the channels that I do, I just get really immersed in the content. But the actual subject matter is so lacking. There are so many pauses, so many graphics, and the background music is intense and emotional. A good example, I guess, would be somebody who I only recently came across, which is Mr. Ballin on YouTube. He tells stories. He started on TikTok and moved to YouTube. He's got millions of subscribers. He tells stories. He puts up a horrible background green screen. I love the guy. Don't get me wrong. I've watched like most of his videos. He's got a horrible green screen with some cheesy background, and then he puts up pictures like stock photos that do not relate to the video at all. And he has creepy background music that's pretty much the same all the time. But people fall into it because of the fact that the background photos and the sound is immersive. It pulls you into the story. But then, like a lot of folks say, pretty much he knows how to, even my own mom who loves, stories and creepy things, says, oh, it's mainstream, he just drags the story out. I thought that was funny because he does drag a story out. Stories I've already heard, but he tells them, and they're stories. Now, when you tell a story, regardless of how you tell it, people listen. But when you add music and you add graphics, even if they have no relation, and I'm telling you, it's bad sometimes. He adds the worst photos, like movie photos that have really no relevance to it. And like I said, I'm not dissing. I'm saying that I myself I question myself. Why am I so immersed in something that I can see is cheesy? Cheesy as hell, but I love it. And I think, I admire this guy. It's like, sometimes I wish I could be like those guys. Like, really just stop giving a shit at all what people think and just do what I do. But what I do doesn't pay the bills. What I do does not bring in the same kind of viewership. What I do on YouTube is not popular. And so I'm constantly comparing myself to popular YouTube channels. So I would say, well, I don't want to be like this guy. Let me just put it this way. I'm not saying I want to be a famous YouTuber. I actually, on the contrary, do not. And I'm glad that I can do this through Patreon. I have 40 patrons now. I never thought I would have 40 separate people who are willing to give me money each month to listen to me speak. I mean, not even to hear me speak, but give me money each month because they want to contribute to my efforts. I think that's phenomenal. I don't know what to say about that. I'm completely taken back. I make a total of $200 a month. To me, it's not about the money. It's about the fact that people care and people want to hear it. And I've always wanted to reach the people, especially, that can't afford to contribute, the people who really need the help the most. Because I don't think I have the answers to life. I don't think I have it figured out. I'm no guru or great teacher. I'm just a guy on YouTube who wants to share my thoughts about life with you and hope that you benefit somehow from it. Because we're all in this together, people. I mean, I know that we put on our image. Here I am wearing this, 80s golfer jacket from Hawaii and my Grateful Dead shirt. I've got my long hair, got my tie-dye behind me. I have my own image, who I am, and that's okay. Being who we are is good, but I feel like too much of society is relying on people putting on an act, putting on a face. The Bill Nye the Science Guy attitude. Not to call him out. I don't know why. I have no clue why that popped into my head, but it was just because he's a great example of somebody who, is shared as a science person for kids. Meanwhile, he's just a complete douchebag when it comes to understanding philosophy. Or he was asked about philosophy a while back, and he said philosophy is dead and it's worthless, basically. And so did Neil deGrasse Tyson. So we have these really popular science guys who are basically saying, stop thinking, we've all got it figured out, and not understanding things. And I just cringe. I slowly descend further and further into my hand until I just wipe my face and say, what the fuck is going on here? We're living in a world where everybody is putting on an act and a personality. And this comes to the crux of my conversation. What you see of me here is me. Human being. I'm a person talking to you. The way I would talk to anybody else. And that's what people have always appreciated about my channel. And I hear other folks who... Look, I respect when people put on a good personality, because I know that people respond to that. And I guess the message that I'm trying to convey is that my channel is not about infotainment. And it's not about giving you simple, quick answers or jumping on political terms and terminology or any type of cultural keywords that are going to get my video my video views, because that's not really my intention. I do want to get views. I'm not ignorant about why I do YouTube. I would like to get people to watch my channel, but I would like it to be organic. I don't want people to share my video because it's something controversial or vaccine related or woke culture related. I want people to say, wow, I benefited from this, and share it with one or two friends, not have it spread virally because it's something that upsets people. And one thing you'll find is that almost everything that goes viral either upsets somebody or a group of people, or it's so damn funny that you can't resist, or it's so damn sad that you can't resist. And let me tell you, this all comes down to outrage culture and the fact that we are looking to get emotional about things. Can't say enough about that, and I don't want to get too far into that topic, but outrage culture is the idea that we're always looking for that headline that resonates with what we think is going on. We get mad about this. We want to get pissed about this. So if I made a video every day that was... See, I can't even talk about the vax. I guess I can't talk about politics. I can't talk about anything without getting censored on YouTube. So that's another aspect to the controversy. People hear others talking about things they shouldn't. Things that are, compromised, or things that are considered taboo. And I love taboo topics, but I don't do it for the sake of just being taboo. I do it for the sake of having a discussion. And I think we need more of that. Your opinion matters. Not. That's how we feel. Like, we leave a comment on a video or we discuss something with people and we feel like we're not heard. The internet, social media has given us a chance to express ourselves in a new way. And I think we have to take that responsibility seriously, which means we're not looking for quick attention by a catchy headline or a keyword that's going to get us a lot of views. That we're actually looking to share information that's important, and we grow our channel or our social media in a way that what we consider, the term they use is organic. Organic social media means you start something with good intentions and you let it build naturally. So after 11 years on YouTube, I have 21,000 subscribers, which means that most of those are probably bots. I only have about 500 video views per video, maybe more depending on the video. Some of them 1,000, 5,000. One of my Kratom videos has 250,000 views. I don't use that as a way to launch bullshit. I use it as a way to reach people because I care about other people's place in this world, because I know that their place affects my place in this world. And my only goal is to try to connect with other people. And I'm willing to put myself down. I'm willing to get emotional. I'm willing to, break down how I truly feel, because I think that benefits other people. And so many people are so shut down and emotionally dead that it's impossible to even talk about the fact that we all get sad, that we all get mad, that we're all unsure, that we're all insecure. And it's just life. You can't get away from it. So that's my rant. That's what my channel is all about. I don't know why I made this video other than it was in my heart. I had to talk about it. It was something that has been, I guess, not nagging at me, but rather the idea that so many people have said, why don't you have more viewers? And I wanted to explain why. And without being arrogant, I'm going to say I'm true to myself and I'm true to what I feel. And I really try hard not to put bullshit keywords and bullshit titles in there to get people's attention. I don't buy subscribers or advertise myself elsewhere. I don't have Instagram or Facebook. I do have a Discord server. I do have a Patreon. And I appreciate all of my patrons. So thank you all. And I'll talk to you next time. A little bit of phlegm in there. Oh, that's not natural. I better edit that out. Peace out. Talk to you next time.